Hi everyone, and welcome back to Amanda TME, and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. Okay, so last time we spent quite a bit just kind of chatting and getting to know Oscar a little bit, but it's time for us to meet up with our friends in the library, and also maybe we'll get to meet this mysterious, handsome mayor. Alright guys, I hope you're drinking something cozy or refreshing, and let's get back into the game. I wonder if we're going to have, like, I don't know, a million, like, achievements this time, like last time. Also, if you see, like, big red marks on my nose, I literally just got home from work, kicked off my shoes, and was like, Scarlet Hollow! So, I've been wearing a mask for, like, the last 10 hours, so, yeah. Alright, look at all these nice-looking people up here. A reading adventure. Hey, it's Stella! And Gretchen! Yes, you're here. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me crazy. Aw, Kanika. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Amanda to the mayor for, like, the entire time I've known her. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Alright, shall we? I think Kanika has a great name. He's a dog? Not only is this mayor a dog, but judging from the series of portraits lining the wall, every mayor of Scarlet Hollow has also been a dog. That's awesome. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. He's a very handsome dog. And unless you're mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. Yes, please. Hey, aren't you Deputy Franklin? Okay, we cannot pass up the opportunity to shake Mayor Dog's hand. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Look at that face! I'm so glad no one ruined the surprise. This town has had a dog mayor since the early 1900s. That's just how we do things around here for some reason. It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides nature. And all of my friends and Winnie's Biscuits. Oh, and the close-knit small town community, of course. But we have a dog mayor. Is a close fifth, no contest. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I like how his name is Security Goon. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Stella walks off, struggling to hold Gretchen back. Ooh, wonder what Gretchen's deal with Mayor Jimmy is. Kanika is quick to follow. Guess follow them. So I guess we're not interrogating the officer today. Security Goon number 1. Alright, so everyone is already talking to Oscar. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression, a self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor have had some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Amanda. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. Frick. I don't... Oh man, I don't want to be like that person though. Yeah, I think he's probably creepy. I don't know. Just, I don't know. He has that like predatory vibe, I already think. But Like, I could be totally wrong. Ooh, but my curiosity is getting the better of me. Okay, I doubt Pearl Ann's in a better place. It sounds like she was awful. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. Hey, what do you know about ghosts, Mr. Spirit Man? Ghosts. I've never encountered one myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them even in death. Is this about Pearl Ann, or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? Dang, I thought you might have some real good ghost stories. I do have the best ghost story of all, the ghost story of the Holy Ghost. Anyway, I should go. Okay, bye. Nice meeting you. Of course, if you find yourself in need of counseling or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. That sounds lovely, thanks. Really? Oh, that's great. Sorry, I just don't usually get positive responses when I ask folks if they want to come up to the church. Anytime that works for you, just swing by. I'm sure I'll be around. It was lovely to meet you, and have a blessed day, Amanda. Well, maybe it was good we didn't, have a bad experience with him. I'll enjoy hanging out. Nothing to do but catch up with your companions. Let's go after them. I think we were just spicy enough. Oscar, what are you doing? Like you don't own a t-shirt? Are you sure we can't just get it over with while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared shitless in the dark 2 nights in a row. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after dark either. But I'm pretty sure it only comes out when the sun goes down. Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until that spirit is at full power. I want to be sure we get the best evidence possible. This could be my one shot to get real proof of ghosts. I'm not going to waste it just because I'm impatient. Y'all are going to be the death of me. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. It's a pretty serious ghost infestation. Is that what you call something like this? I believe it's called a haunting, but ghost infestation also sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we can call it whatever we want. Anyway, I'll bring all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need. So we should be set on preparations. The only thing y'all need is to bring an open mind. Yeah, let's be confident. Don't worry, Oscar, we'll fix this. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever this is, we'll get to the bottom of it tonight. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Well, if we're not doing the hunt now, I guess I should head over to Reese's? Absolutely. Come on, Amanda. Time to go bother our friend. I'm gonna get back to it. See y'all tonight. Time to go. Let's see. So, I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. I think he just really wants people to like him. But he comes off as desperate. It's a vicious cycle. When you put it like that, his situation is kind of sad. Even if that's the case, it doesn't mean I have to like him. Whatever his deal is goes up a step beyond trying too hard to get people to like him. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. He's not normal. And I don't mean in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just a little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Should we invite Avery ghost hunting? Oh yeah, totally. I don't know why I hadn't thought of it. I'm sure they'd get a hoot out of it. Yeah, I can't say I mind having a calming present with us tonight. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping out at our own shadows. Cool. I'll text them on the way over to Reese's. What about Tabitha? What about her? You're not planning on biting her, are you? Oh my god, yes. Can you imagine how much fun that would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on. I know you think you have some sort of bond with her, but she's awful. She isn't even nice to you. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she comes along tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. Okay, I won't invite her. Yeah, I'm not real keen on Tabitha. I'm not gonna lie. Great, thanks. Let's go to Reese's. Like, Tabitha doesn't want to be included in a lot of our whatever anyway, and I feel like this is not the opportunity to bond. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. There's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. Hey, Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Amanda, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Amanda updates. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gone into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside, but it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know, I always have some of those easy-chewed dog jerky stashed away. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella towards her van. What about you, Amanda? Are you coming in? Sure. Let's not be rude. Besides, we might get to see something they don't. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wandered into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this through the transparency, but Dude Man's got some long nails. Do we have vampires in this town? I'm probably just being mean. By sitting down at the table and not puttering around my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing I have left are the dinner rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Do you need us to sneak you out of here? This place seems like a prison. Oh, I like the option of being able to use 2 skills, even if it's not the best thing to say. Unfortunately, the prison we're dealing with here is my body, not my room. Are you sure there's nothing we can do? Your company is plenty. It's so nice to have living people down here for a change. You know, we'd visit more if your mom would let us. Did she tell you she turned us away yesterday? She said we couldn't even talk to you. It's a little controlling. You came by yesterday? She didn't tell me. But I was probably asleep, that's all. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Not to cast doubt on any of that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them, and she knows I can work around all kind of allergies and tolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body's pretty peculiar when it comes to food. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat. Guys, I'm not trying to project. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat. Dude man is super sickly, never leaves the house, and she's always so worried about how sick he is. You guys fill in the blanks of what I'm thinking. Okay, maybe that does sound controlling, but it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could really mess me up, so she has to regulate my food. Wanna come ghost hunting with us tonight? Oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. Yeah, it'd be great to have you along. That'd be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Your art. It's exquisite. Thank you, Amanda. I don't really make my art for other people, so it's always nice to a nice surprise when it resonates with someone, especially considering how personal these pieces are to me. Having other people look at them sometimes feels like I'm having them look over a raw wound. You know, I've still got that painting I stole from you back in high school. I even took it to college with me. You make good stuff, dude. No. You should get rid of that old thing. It's ancient. Knowing there are people out there who might see something I made in high school is horrifying. No way, it's rad, and people compliment it all the time. You could gain a real following if you ever posted these online, you know. Nah, I think I'm only sticking to sparsely populated late-night live streams. That's all the social media I can handle. I don't know how you do it, Stella, having to exist in front of all those people all the time. Knowing some version of you lives in their heads, knowing they expect something out of you that you might not be able to give them. Okay, but if the only time you ever put your art on display is a live stream during ghoul hours, when am I going to be able to see what you've been working on? Tell you what, when I die, I'll leave you my paintings. Then you can see them all. And maybe they'll be worth millions since I'll be dead. I'd be able to rest easy knowing someone had retroactively given my life value. That's... Ooh. That's quite a movie collection you've got. Any recommendations? Let me think. Ooh, have you heard of Shi no Chi, Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently, and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. Maybe we could do a movie night later this week. Is your mom gonna let us? I don't see why she wouldn't. That's just a movie. Oh my god, yes! We haven't done a movie night in years. So, has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple days? Oh, she told me all about what you guys have found out there. I wish I could have seen some of it myself, but, you know. He gestures futilely towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing that you can really rescue me from. That die has already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, holy shit, dude. We've been talking for 10 minutes. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they looked like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. What if that's it? Because the ditchlings are in the woods and the animals are sick. And he's sick. I mean, this could put the mind. Like, it could be a super fun sight. You know what I mean? Like Love Canal or Bernhardt's Lake. Like these are super fun sites on the East Coast. Like, they're hotbeds for all sorts of, like, cancers and things. And maybe his mom isn't committing some weird crime. Maybe it's the mines. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. Oh, their faces are so weird and globular. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know. But I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I'm guessing that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not. But it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. What do you think of my cousin? She's always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she'd have it out for me personally if she didn't like that, if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass. Thanks. So what do you think? What do you think's what's going on with Wayne? Who? You know, the guy who's been following Amanda around, being all ominous. Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he's got going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. So, what are you sick with? Sorry, Amanda's pretty direct. We don't have to talk about your illness, Reese. Oh, it's okay. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there's worms crawling underneath of it. I could live for a long time or short time. No one knows. Okay, that sounds like poisoning, though. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I'm done my morning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Dang, Reese, I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. Well, make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. True. We'll all join the worms one day. We might as well make the best of what we got. Man against me. This is a cat I can jive with. Stelly, maybe it was a mistake getting these two together. I mean, if you need anyone to pose for your paintings this week, that would be incredible. Though I should warn you, I work odd hours. I don't usually pick up a brush until late at night. But if that's not a deal breaker, it would be great to use a model other than myself and to have company. Maybe we could all come. Wouldn't that be fun? So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K-12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as real jerks, and were stuck with them through the whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we're free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at me, you'd think I'd rolled in foul every morning before school. Same here. Though, to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. Okay, that. I feel like that's not our conversation. Alright, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table! Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands. With soap! I don't want anyone sharing their germs at the dinner table. Sure thing, Doc. I'm going to wash my hands. Like, I don't see the point of lying. Also, he is sick, and if I'm wrong, I wouldn't want to contribute to it. No use saying anything here. It's probably best just to silently comply. Oh, but you make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hall. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a hospital waiting room. More than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it, something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air, and you feel strange. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn as if hypnotized. I don't know, guys. Should we open the door? Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well, you know what? Who knows? There's something compelling about this door. No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eye and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Dinner's already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks our food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense, his shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite of you at the far end of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Given her protectiveness towards Reese, you find it odd that he's seated between the two of you rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded not only towards you and Stella and Kanika, but towards her son as well. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands. And if you ever want tips on easy homemade cooked pasta sauces, No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you up. But you could have told me. Why? They were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know these things. Noted. Noted, but you won't do anything about it. Her son will still remain in the dark. See? Part of me knows that something is wrong, or could be. We cannot do that. Let's talk about Reese. You know what? This is nice. Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. It must break your heart to having to isolate your son from the world like this. It's just another unfortunate side effect of his illness. Both of us just have to come to terms with it. It's not the life I wanted for him, but it's the life he has to lead. Maybe he doesn't have to. Oh, geez, Kanika, your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. I was totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little bit arbitrary and strict. Isn't that right, Stella? You can kick me all you want. It won't change my bold attitude and outgoing personality. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I don't think having people over is all that rough on me. We'll see how you feel in an hour. Oh, no. We're stupid, right? The danger. How about this? Do you know Sam Wayne? Sam Wayne? Dr. Kelly takes a moment to think. No, it doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know. Someone who's been following Manda around. Super mysterious guy. We have reason to believe he might have caught some weird illness at the mines. He definitely looks like he could use medical help. So please let us know if he shows up or anything. If there's someone harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. Have the police contacted you about Duke's body yet? Last I heard, they still haven't found it. Body? I was under the impression he was just missing. No, Duke. He definitely died. I saw the footage. And I saw it for myself in person. So did Amanda. He's not missing. How the hell did this happen? Stella said it was one of those things in the woods. The ditchlings. They made a misfire. Ditchlings! Oh, I see. This was one for one of your videos, huh? Reese, you should know better than to lend any credence to Stella's little cryptozoology stories. I doubt that something happened to him, but I'm sure there was no ghouls involved. I've seen them, Mom, outside my windows at night. They're real. You don't have to talk to me like I'm a kid. I might be sick, but I'm still capable of reason, okay? Are you sure they aren't just raccoons or... Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going on down in Scarlet Hollow. Dr. Kelly's eyes nervously glanced towards her son before flitting back to a position of annoyance. You can't help but feel like what you saw went beyond compassionate worry to be genuine fear. Have there been any strange illnesses spreading around town? What? No. Are you sure you haven't met any minors who've had unusual symptoms? Anyone who seems sort of drippy or strangely ominous when they talk? Sorry to pry, just doing my due diligence. Absolutely not. I've barely seen so much as a runny nose, which is a good thing. If you're so concerned about the mind, why don't you just have Amanda ask Tabitha? I have no interest in violating HIPAA for your weird little investigation into nothing. Any sick animals lately? I'm a doctor, not a vet. Didn't someone come in with a sick cow last week? Yes, but it's not like I examined the thing. I told them what I just told you and sent them on their way. You said it had lumps. Sure, it had lumps, but I assumed it was suffering from cow disease. It's not something I've done much research on. I don't know how normal it is for cows to be covered in lumps. Doesn't that sound like ditchlings? Are no farm animals safe from their devious clutches? Dr. Kelly, in Stella's footage, it looked like there was something pupating inside one of the Duke's chickens. I bet those were the lumps on the cow. You should really have taken a look. You could have made discoveries previously You should really take a look. You could have made previously unknown into the scientific world. Or I could have spread some new horrible disease to my chronically ill son. I'll leave these discoveries to someone else. The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation, and the more you feel like you're treading on eggshells. I guess small talk? How well do you know Tabitha? Not very. I'd know her a lot better if your family didn't seem to be afraid of doctors. I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. No wonder everyone but that old Edwardine died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking care of you taking you to the doctors. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something genetic at play, and it's much better to catch those things early. You know what? Everyone's here. Let's just be bold and mess up this situation. So why didn't you want me poking around the clinic? You seem awfully guarded about me checking out that door. Because it's closed. Doctors don't usually let people wander around their clinics. Of course, Dr. Kelly, we would never. I'm sure Amanda was just joking, right, Amanda? You know, I can't say I ever felt drawn to the place before, but the secrecy is starting to make me feel awfully compelling. Stella, don't you start getting any ideas from Amanda. No one is playing hide and seek in my private offices. Not today, not ever. Amanda, she doesn't need any more bad influences. Yeah, but what if it's haunted? This place was built on an old Civil War hospital, right? It was a TB clinic, too. Double haunted. I can't believe I ever went ghost hunting. I've never gone ghost hunting here before. Are you sure you don't want us to check it out? We'll have a whole bunch of extra experience after tonight. It's not haunted. Now drop it. The tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. All right, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So we're talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Amanda's still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like it's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sakes. I can't believe I have to ask permission from my mom to have friends over. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can try to fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone get out of my house. Just please leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows that too, but all any of you would do is get in the way. Just leave, please. Don't think we don't know something is up here. Yeah, I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your face. The click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Let's tell them about the door. Hey guys, something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try and break into the clinic. Forced how? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like the carving in the pit last night before you had the seizure? It was kind of like you were hypnotized. I wasn't there, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot happened last night, but the whole thing was very trance-like. I guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. And it's probably dangerous. The last time you saw one of those things, you had a seizure and almost died. It's not like Dr. Kelly's going to let us visit again anytime soon. I don't think we have to worry about steering clear of her private offices. Did either one of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? She never turned her back towards him. Are you sure she wasn't being overprotective? I'm sure that's all going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what it's like for both of them to go through. Yeah, but if she's being overprotective, she would have sat between us and him. She had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in that house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and going. The sun is setting, and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries down the hill, almost as if to run from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. And you know what, guys? I think that is the perfect place to leave this off. I let this run a little bit longer, but oh my gosh, like, the conversations at dinner, it was very intense. So, alrighty, guys. I'm super excited that we are back to playing this game. It is so cool. It's so... I'd be interested to see. I haven't actually watched anyone else playing this. The only other person I actively know has played this recently is Gab Smolders. So, I don't know. Maybe when we finish this, I'll have to go back. But I don't want to use spoilers. I don't want to have been like for Goobers. Yes, that's her character always and forever. Goobers. I want to know what happens to Goobers because I know she picked different options than I did. So, maybe I'll go back to episodes 1 and 2 because we've already done that. I'd be curious to find out. So, alrighty guys, as always, take care and happy sipping.